Hello, dear students of grade 7, and welcome to a new episode of Literature Solutions, my perspective from the Grapes of Wrath. From the title of itself, we have two main words, grapes, and we have wrath, and the grapes you know it's a fruit, and wrath is anger. But together, if you wrote them, you'll understand that grapes of wrath means an unjust or oppressive situation, action, or policy that may inflame desire for vengeance, an explosive condition, which means that the condition is very bad. How do we overcome obstacles? We overcome the obstacles by planning, working harder, challenging yourself, praying, and having good connection with God. Confidence, of course, when you are having confidence in yourself, you are able to reach your own goals and break any barriers that are facing you. Okay? Vocabulary. Ruthless means having no compassion or pity. Bitterness, quality of having a sharp, unpleasant taste. Condition causing pain or sorrow. Toil, work hard and with difficulty. Sorrow, great sadness, suffering. Doomed, destined to a bad outcome. Frantically, acting wildly with anger, worry, or pain. How can people overcome adversity in the face of overwhelming obstacles? Adversity here it means like hardships and difficult situations. How do the people overcome these hardships and difficult situations? The tenant farmers Steinbeck describes in this excerpt from the Grapes of Wrath faced great obstacles to keep their land. The topsoil was depleted by unsustainable farming, and then it was swept away by drought and high winds over the flat plains. After years of unprofitable farming, in the midst of the Great Depression, banks foreclosed. The landlords lost the farms, and the tenant farmers were thrown off. The families had no savings, and there were no jobs. The selection gives an insight into what people do when they can do nothing else. What do? They move on. So they move on. Write a summary of the excerpt from the Grapes of Wrath. Of course, after you read it, you have to write your own summary, but here there is a kind of help to you. People who are being forced to leave the farm looks through their belongings, deciding what to keep and what to leave behind. They may take farm equipment to the junk dealer to sell, but are disappointed and angry when they are paid much less than they believe these positions are worth. Returning with the money they raised, they decide to burn whatever they don't take before leaving for California. They worry about starting over and leaving their past behind, but they have no choice. They must leave. They set fire to what they cannot take, watch it burn, then drive away over dust-covered road. What big change is taking place in the lives of the characters? They are leaving their farms. What are the men doing in paragraph 7? In the beginning of the selection, you'll find that the people decided to leave, right? So, what were they doing when they decided to leave? They were selling their positions. What are these positions? Okay, the positions were or are belongings they cannot carry on their journey, horses they hope to get cash for. What happens after the people burn their belongings? They leave as fast as they can. How does the narrator mainly feel toward those he interacts with in town? He feels sad and bitter. Why do the characters decide to move away? Because they can no longer survive on their dry farmlands. And one last question here. What does the narrator think will happen to the characters who buy his belongings? Okay, he thinks that they will suffer a similar fate. Okay, what supports the answer is that he said, we could have saved you, but you cut us down, and soon you will be cut down, and there will be none of us to save you. Actually, the story is full of tragedy and sad events. I wish you read it well and study the questions of vocabulary hard. Till we meet again, have a good day. See you. Bye.